Ms. Kim was not pleased with that. Ms. Kim,
Um,
please proceed.
Yes, Mr. Williams is 40 years old, and Your Honor, he resides at a Butter Inn and Suites. That location that's where he resides. He pays for that. He has been there for the last 3 years. Your Honor, he is working as a cook at Bistro. He is works full time, and during the school years, he has four minor children, 7 through 16, and he's proud father, and he does have up to 11th grade, and he completed GED. Your Honor, he was trying to protect himself. I don't think he should be getting $10,000 surety bond. Indeed, there's a $1,500 surety bond already set. We would like to request for a signature on bond through jail as he is recommended. So thank you.
All right, the bond is going to remain as set at that 1,500 surety. He's to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. I won't order the stay away at this time. I'll find that he can return to that location. And as a reminder, he is going to stay at our purpose on the 9th.
Thank
All
you.
right, sir. Best of luck to you. Who do we have next?
Number 16, Win.
Okay, Mr. Wing, your case is 24 CR 004107F. You are charged with theft by shoplifting. You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Howard.
20. 2020 driving without a valid license, on probation for ag battery. 2015 FTA, 2008 FTA. Jail was the wreck for this one.
Okay. Ms. Desiano.
Judge, this incident took place February 10th, 2023. Officers responded to the Circle K at 4903 Old National Highway in Atlanta regarding a shoplifting. The manager, Nadir Lalani, advised that a black male came into the store, took a Corona beer, a candy bar, and sunflower seeds, put them in his pocket, and then went and paid for some gas and walked out of the store without paying for the grocery items. The manager took a photo of the suspect's license plate, and the officers compared the photo um, of the registered owner that pulled up for that car and the security footage, and it confirmed it was the defendant. The manager also positively ID'd the defendant in a photo lineup. Your Honor, he does have some history, but from what I could see, it's old. The state's requesting a signature bond through pretrial, a stay away from the Circle K, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol allowed on bond.
Ms. Kim, do you object to a $4,000 SOB through the jail with the stay away?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, defendant's going to receive a $4,000 SOB through the jail. He's to stay away from that Circle K location, have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. Do not go back there, sir. They don't want you there, all right? Take care. Who do we have next?
Position number 6 and 7 are medical reset. They're both at graded. Position number 3, Miss Blackwell, that's Mr. Cook's client, and he's supposed to reset her for behavior, MH.
Oh, so number 3 is a reset as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And Your Honor, we have Keandre Hargett here. He's not on the calendar, but he was on our pull sheet.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ty, the screen broke up for a moment and I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
We have Keandre Hargett here. He was on our pull sheet, and he's not on the calendar, but he should have a first appearance today. I emailed Michael Jordan and the ASGs about this.
What happened to position 12, Sanders?
Sanders is a waiver.
Okay. And did this party meet this? I'm sorry, his last name again is Mr. Ty is what?
Hargett.
Does anybody see information for this defendant?
He was on the pull sheet though.
That's not my case. I think that's yours, Ms. Williams.
Yes, it was on the pull sheet. I'm prepared for that one.
Does it have a CR number? Has it been filed down?
Let's see.
Yeah, we asked the solicitor when they're gonna file the case, and we never got no answer, so it's not filed down, so we don't know what happened.
Okay, so let's do the waiver. Miss Williams, can you see if you can quickly file it down? All right.
Yeah, it was filed down.
Who was the waiver?
Position 12. Can we do that
12.
one? 24 CR 004103A, in which Mr. Sanders is charged with fleeing and eluding, no insurance, and driving with an expired license.
He has 10 total. He got a violent history, no driving history.
Okay, that's interesting.
This is level 2.
Okay. Ms. Sesiano?
Your Honor, is this Sanders?
Yes, number 12.
Okay. This incident happened June 8th of this year. Officers attempted a traffic stop on a black Ford Fusion for no insurance and suspended registration at 284 Holly Road in Atlanta. Initially, the driver did stop. The officer approached the vehicle, noticed a strong smell of marijuana coming from the inside. The officer told the defendant why he pulled him over. He asked him to step out of the car because of the smell of marijuana. The defendant refused to get out. He requested a supervisor. The officer actually did call the supervisor. And while speaking with the defendant, the defendant demanded his license back because he wanted to leave. The officer informed him if he left the scene that a warrant would be put out for his arrest, and the defendant drove off. The state's requesting a $1,000 surety bond in this case. That's $500 on the fleeing and $250 on the remaining counts. No weapons, drugs, or alcohol allowed on bond.
Okay. Mrs. Ty?
Yes, Your Honor, my client, he has lived in Georgia all his life. I didn't hear all of the history, but I did hear, Mr. Howard state that he is recommended for a signature bond at level 2. He does deny the allegations as stated in the warrant. He states that he does have insurance and his license is not expired or suspended. He does suffer from health conditions, diabetes and high blood pressure. He does have one minor child, a 10-year-old. And Your Honor, I would just ask for a signature bond through pretrial services at level 2. Because of his health conditions, he's not able to work, but is not receiving any disability benefits right now, so he cannot afford any bond at all.
All right. Defendant is going to receive a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial at level 2, $1,000 on each count. He's not to drive unless he has a valid license and decal, and he's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. All right. So are we going to be able to handle this other case today? I'm assuming so. We're going to be on break for the add-on calendar. All right, we're going to be on a very, very brief hold. Ms. Bridgewater, in the meantime, can we review the calendar as it is?
Yes, ma'am, we may. And the other case has been filed down.
Ms. Lewis, do we have the case and case number yet? We can still do the review of the case, but I just wanted to make sure.
Do you want me to just go ahead and go over the calendar while we wait?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
please.
all right. Once again, the reset date for the SAP calendar is July the 9th. Position number 1 is going to the SAP calendar with a total $1,500 good bond. Position 2 is going to the SAP calendar with a $2,500 good bond. Position number 3 is medically reset till tomorrow. Position 4 is going to the SAP calendar with a total $2,000 good bond. 5 is reset further notice with a total $3,000 SOB through pretrial. Position 6 and 7 are medically reset till tomorrow. Position 8 is going to the SAP calendar with a $2,000 good bond. Position 9 SAP calendar with a $1,500 good bond. Position 10 is going to the SAP calendar for July 11th with a total $2,500 good bond. 11, reset further notice with a $7,500 SOB through the jail. 12, reset further notice with a total $3,000 SOB through pretrial. 13, reset further notice with a $3,000 SOB through pretrial. 14, reset further notice with a $7,000 SOB through the jail. 15 is going to the SAP calendar on July 9th with a $1,500 good bond. And position 16 is reset further notice with a $4,000 SOB through the jail.
Any comments, changes, corrections, otherwise?
Where did number 6 come from? Because that wasn't on my pull sheet.
Number 6 was a medical reset from yesterday, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do we have Ms. Lewis or Ms.
Yes,
Bridgewater?
Judge, we
We
just
have-
got it, we just got it in. We accepted it and we're in the process of assigning it a CR number. Once I get the number, I'll give it right to y'all.
Okay. All right. We can go ahead and do the case though. Can we bring the defendant over? Oh, you're not gonna have the history, are you, Mr. Howard?
Yeah, he was on pull sheet. It's a first arrest. Jail was the wreck.
Okay. I don't know what the charge is. Ms. Williams, will you tell me what the charge is?
Yes, Your Honor, it's battery family violence.
Okay.
What is, could I ask the name of the client? I'm sorry.
Keandre, Keandre, last name Hargett, Hargett.
Okay, Mr. Hargett, you have been charged with battery family violence. We will give you your case number shortly. Do you understand your rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Howard, we already had first arrest, so we'll go to Ms. Williams.
Yes, this is a June 24th of 2024 incident date where Officer Willis was dispatched to 7255 Buck Creek Court in reference to a physical domestic dispute. And upon arriving, he met with Miss Joyce Hargett, who advised that her two grandchildren, Angelique Robinson Armstrong and Keandre Hargett, cousins, were both fighting. Miss Hargett stated that the defendant and Miss Robinson Armstrong started arguing over their grandmother. The defendant was having a verbal dispute when Miss Robinson Armstrong stepped in, and the argument escalated. Officer Willis spoke to the defendant, Mr. Hargett, as he advised that he felt threatened when the victim, Miss Robinson Armstrong, grabbed a chess game object and said, "I'll knock your ass out." So the defendant then struck the victim in her upper lip with a closed fist, causing a visible laceration. The defendant sustained a laceration to his fist, which is the fist he used to strike Miss Robinson Armstrong with. Miss Robinson Armstrong, as well as the defendant, were both arrested. The state is recommending a $3,000 signature bond, no further contact with the victim, and a 2-day anger awareness, as well as a stay away from the incident location.
All right, and the victim again was?
Miss Angelique Robinson Armstrong.
I got this. I couldn't get the second name. Is Ms. Robinson Armstrong on the Zoom conference and wishes to make a statement?
She was on here earlier, but she's off.
Okay. We've sounded she's not here. All right, Ms. Atai, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor, my client is 24 years old. This is his very first arrest. He has lived in Georgia all his life. He graduated from high school. He is gainfully employed as a driver for Amazon. He is the father of a minor child, a 4-year-old. And I was able to get in touch with the complaining witness. Again, it was a dual arrest. She was arrested as well for terroristic threats with a weapon. As the warrant states, my client was, was threatened with a weapon. But this is his cousin, Your Honor, and they live at my client lives at the Buck Creek Court address, which is his grandmother's home. And when I spoke with the complaining witness, she stated that he does live there permanently, and she has just been visiting, and she doesn't want her cousin, my client, to not have a place to stay, because she told me that this is, it's primarily his home. She's just on and off stays there, and she stated that she would be fine with no violent contact, and she would not want him to have to stay away from the home. So I was hoping that she would join the call. But I understand. I would ask for no violent contact anyway. It was a dual arrest, and object to the stay away. And of course, I'd ask for a signature bond through the jail as this is his very first arrest.
All right. In case 24 CR 004134F, defendant is going to receive a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial at level 1. He's going to take the 1-day anger awareness course, have no further violent contact with the alleged victim, have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons as a condition. Is there anything additional?
Your Honor.
All right. I believe we will be in recess until tomorrow's SCA calendar. Take care, everyone, and have a
You
great
said
afternoon.
3,000, right?
I did.
All right. What's the contact?
No further violent
And that was
Level
level 1.
and level 1.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good afternoon.